It was basically a normal night. I mean, it was a Tuesday, so I guess for most people it might not necessarily be normal to be going out. But I was texting this guy who's in one of my classes. He was this cute senior. He invited me over, and I went over, and we were just hanging out, and we started hooking up. I asked if he had a condom, and he said no. And so I was like, okay, then like this isn't happening. He was like, okay, fine. And then he kept asking. I was like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? It's like, are you sure you really need one? Like, really? Like, do we need to? Then I think he ran out to see if any of his roommates had one. I was like, no, you really don't. Like, you don't need to do that. And he came back. He didn't have one, and then he locked the door.
One of the things that we know from sexual assault survivors is that it's much more likely that someone is victimized by someone that they know. It's someone that you're in class with, it's a neighbor, it's someone that you work with.
Going through this made me really call into question a lot of my very core beliefs, one of which was that the people that I know and that I trust wouldn't do anything to hurt me. And when this happened, that just turned out to be so incorrect. And so I think it made it easier for me to say that I did something wrong than to think that this guy that I knew and trusted would do something like that. I very much try not to blame myself. I also, a lot of times, weirdly, don't blame him, I guess. I do. Like, I, of course, blame him. But sometimes I don't know if he knew what he was doing or if he knew how much it would affect me.
Now it's pretty accepted that you're not going to go out and drink and drive, that you're going to have a designated driver. It needs to be just as accepted that you're not going to interfere with some other person without their consent. I think that steps are being made as more and more students are more interested in the topic. They're doing their own research, they're sharing information, they're gathering together, they're making plans, they're putting out information and doing the college coffees, doing the awareness events.
Wherever we go! Wherever we go! Yes means yes! Yes means yes! No means no! No means no! Whatever we wear! Wherever we go! Yes means yes! No means no!
Well, the Walk Against Victim Blaming is basically just we all gather here at Speaker's Corner. We have posters that put forth messages of support to survivors and say things like blame the perpetrator, not the victim. And we walk around campus and the whole purpose is to wear whatever you want to wear. And no matter what you're wearing, no one has the right to harm you in any way.
Blame the rapist! Blame the rapist! Not the victim! Not the victim! Blame the rapist! Blame the rapist! Not the victim! Not the victim! Blame the rapist! Blame the rapist!
It's happened every year. It'll happen as long as we put it on.
If it's such a problem that even when I'm running through the Greek courts being like, don't do rape culture, that you're still like, rape culture! Like, it proves that we just have to keep walking and keep doing what we do until we can hopefully stamp it all out.
When you have organizations that have a lot of pressure to belong and pressure to one-up someone, pressure to do something to be a part of the in crowd instead of doing what their heart says, then that can create situations that are not healthy and create opportunities for sexual assault.
Whatever we wear! Whatever we wear! Wherever we go! Wherever we go! Yes means yes! Yes means yes! No means no! No means no! No means no!
I still love Elon, and I don't think it's an Elon problem. I think it's an institutional problem. It's every single college in the country